Hello traders, I'm Juan Maldonado from the Elliott Wave Street. It's a pleasure to share with you some of the results that we have been having on the last weeks with the new methodology of finding the end of the waves a little bit faster. Some great trades. This week has been a little bit complex in the markets, and I want to share with you my experience this week, the same experience that I share with my clients during the week. All right, so let's have a look at some of the setups that I take this week. Since I changed the entry strategy, we have been doing very well, 1,100 pips, almost in a month, a little bit more than a month. And this week was very special on these markets. This week it was really complex because the Fed, because the S&P crashing, all the things that have been happening this week, really tough week. So my trades this week from here to here, I have just 31 pips of profit this week. It's positive, but wasn't great, but it was good anyway with all these craziness. So I take at the beginning of the week a trade on the euro, a trade on the euro yen that didn't work. Then I sell the Dollar-CAD, and I also have a buy trade on the euro. And today I sell the dollar Swiss, and I have a loss of minus 20 pips. So let's go to the charts and let me show you what I did with some of these trades. So first of all, on the euro, my plan at the beginning of the week was to buy the euro at the end of this corrective wave. I was thinking at the beginning of the week that the euro was finishing its wave forward right here, and my plan, my Elliott wave plan, was to have a higher high. But I was expecting a different shape. I was expecting a 1, 2, to buy here, the wave 3, the wave 4, and the wave 5. And that was going to be my top of the market. So that was the expected here, and the actual was a strong move up in one piece. Well, when we are validating the end of the waves, in this case, I was validating the end of my wave W, and I expect always a wave 1 and a wave 2 to have a better price to jump into the trade, but actually I have this strong move up. So what I did, because we as traders, we need to react fast enough, so what I did here was to use this bullish flag formation to trigger my trade. So my trade plan was, on this trade, was to buy the euro at the 113.40 with a stop loss at the 113.20. So just 20 pips of a stop on this trade. Most of my trades have a tiny stop loss. So look, here I trigger at the 113.40, and the plan was to target the previous high, at least to go to 40 to 60 pips. Of course, I guide all these details during the daily videos on the Elliott Wave Street membership. And the price started to go up nicely. It went up here to the 113.84, the previous high. So that day I warned my clients, I said, okay, here we can take some profits or we can tight the stop loss. What I did, I tied my stop loss to the 65, so it take me out before the Fed announcement. The Fed announcement is this big candle. What a crazy thing. And then the price started to go down. So that was the potential of the trade, because we are at market tops. Probably this could be the top of the market. But now I think for the upcoming week that the euro is likely to bounce after this 5-wave sequence here. Could go a little bit lower, that would be fine. And next week, if I have a 5-wave sequence up and a 3-wave sequence down, I want to buy the euro. Well, that will be for the next week. But this was my trade this week, and you can see that Elliott wave, we need to change the wave counts along with the price. Once the price comes with new data, we need to update and we need to change the wave counts. But the real trick is to trade once the waves are ending, once we have the confirmation. In my personal case, I found it here because I didn't have a better retrace, even knowing at the beginning of the week that we were going up to the previous high, but sometimes it happens. Now let's have a look at the Dollar-CAD trade. On the Dollar-CAD trade, I was looking to sell at the 113, 134.50, and with the stop loss at the 134.80. So here I have a 30 pip stop loss on the Dollar-CAD. And let's have a look at the price. So my plan was to sell at the 134.50. 134.50 right here at this area. Sorry, here. I'm lost in the chart here. Right here. So I sell it here, right there at the 134.50. And my plan was to target the 133.60 or 50, 100 pips on this trade, but at least 90 pips at the previous low. So what I did, once the price started to move lower, I tied my stop loss. So I moved my stop loss back to the 134 area, because I always move my stop. And look, this volatility, impossible to survive in this volatility, right? Wow. It almost went back to the entry on this tail. So it was crazy to keep the trade open. But finally, it went to the target zone. So listen, Elliott wave is very good. It's excellent in terms of targets. Sometimes the waves can change depending on what we are seeing. But the targets are very good. However, trading during these high volatility times, it's hard. It's pretty hard because of course, if we tie the stop loss, it can take us out very easily. But the good news is that we are getting closer to new trends. So next week, I'm going to start positioning for new trends with a small stop loss. And my other trade, the dollar Swiss, this morning, I tried to sell it and it went to the stop loss directly, so it didn't work. But fairly enough, we have a pretty complex week with just 30 pips of profit. Good enough, because I have been seeing a lot of people losing thousands and some millions this week during this complex time. So I feel good because it was a nice week anyway. All right, now if you want to receive my daily forecast, if you want to receive my trades, if you want to see what all the universe inside my Elliott Wave membership, please visit elliottwavestreet.com right now, and under membership on the upper menu, you are going to find the plans that we offer. We have for the Forex trader, for the stocks trader, we also have trades on the stocks, and the full access that comes with everything. If you want to add the forum, scroll down and you will find the forum. Now, if you want to learn my technique, if you want to learn from scratch the technique, how to label the wave counts, how to trigger the trades, how to validate the end of the waves, visit the education tab. Here you will find all about the course, the study plan with all the lessons, and you will get also 2 months of the membership for an extra $1. So that's in the case that you want to learn how to do it yourself. You can buy the course. If you want to see just the result of the analysis, my trades and everything, here you can take the membership. So thank you for your time. Have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you inside the membership. Take care. Bye-bye.